everybody, this is what I ordered in for my son's tank. So this is going on the WaterBox 35. I have mixed feelings about some of it. Now I know dosing is very much required for some picky corals and stuff like that, you know, when you get into SPS, which I've never done. Most of what I've kept are leathers and mushrooms and clams and things like that. I think all of it does benefit from it, but I think if you do frequent water changes and you're already using like a reef salt, I think a lot of these elements get replaced anyway. And I don't think that a lot of the things that I keep are just really consuming them, you know, to the point that they're depleted. As I've tested them over the years, I've kind of found that to be the case in my situation anyway. But anyway, on his tank, you know, he thought the clam was really cool, so I'm gonna put a few other things in here. So I just kind of figured I would at least dose like a trace elements kind of kit, or just all-in-one formula, and just start with a real low dose, and we'll see what happens. But this is the pump that I ordered years ago. I had the same company, and I had a model that had 3 pumps together like in one unit. This is just a single, and I think it's going to work fine for this tank and what we're doing with it. I also ordered this Tropic Marin, kind of like all-in-one. That's what I'm gonna be dosing in this tank. And then for a container, I ordered this guy. So let me get this stuff unboxed, and I'll kind of show you what it looks like. Like I said, we're in my son's room, so his toys are everywhere. I'm just sitting at his desk. But let me get all this together, and then I didn't think to order like a hose holder to go on the tank, so I might have to temporarily rig something up, but I've got one of those ordered now, but it takes a little bit to get it. So anyway, let me get this stuff unboxed. All right, so just took the lid off the dosing pump. Comes with a little catalog of their products, warranty, their Chinese QC certificate, warranty registration, and just a little guide here for anybody that may be interested. Comes in the packing list, all that type of stuff. If you've used these before, then I mean, none of this really matters, but just for anybody that might be interested, I like to try to show as much as I can. Okay, hose, pump itself, and they have, so to my understanding, this model is expandable. So this is a master, and then they have a slave. I think the slave is TS2 possibly, so you can kind of add them together. Power. Okay. All right. Looks good to me. Let me get this put together and on the tank. Well, I still got to open the container. And our dosing container is very simplistic. Came from BRS. Just shows 1.5 liter measurement wise. Hose all the way to the bottom and then attached to the top. Nothing spectacular about it. All right, for anybody interested, that's the entire bottle of the all-in-one from Tropic Marin. Let me see how big this bottle is, if it says on here. Surely it does somewhere. This bottle is 33.8 fluid ounces. And if anybody wants to check out what's on it. And if you want to pause the video and read any of the information, feel free to. Alright, so turns out the dosing pump, the amount of tube that it came with is going to be too short for me to hook it up. And on a side note, I really want a shelf or something to put it in, or to sit it on inside the cabinet anyway. And I also ordered the hose clip to hold it at the top of the tank. So I'm waiting for that stuff to come in to finish up the dosing pump setup. After I get all that going, then I will do another update and let everybody know how it's working and all that type stuff. It's very, let me turn this light on and show you down in there. And like I said, excuse the mess because everything's just sad in here right now. Okay, so I have the container and I have it full of my all-in-one liquid. And I'd unplug the dosing pump so it doesn't come on, but so it's there's nothing to this thing. You can do between like 1 ml per day all the way up to like 900 and I think 99 mLs a day. So it has kind of built-in groups. So on the instructions, it's like 1 through 12 MA or mLs. It'll do like 1 time a day. Then the next group, you know, it'll break it up and do it like partially, I guess like half and half in the day. And then if you do more than that, it breaks it up and they'll do it like 3 times breaking it up in a day. And then you can hold down the manual button to turn the pump on and prime it and all that type stuff. So there's a little port where you can add a slave pump if you wish. But that's it. I mean, there's nothing to that thing. It's just super simplistic. Hopefully it'll work out. I want to get a little shelf and put in the back there in the corner to sit it on because I don't want it just sitting in the bottom. And then I'm going to get some more hose and run it up to the tank. And then hopefully that'll probably be all that I add to this tank. So I'll probably get some zip ties in here and start cleaning up all the cables after that. But that's all I have for now for this video. Let me know if you have any questions or anything about this stuff. Other than that, everything's looking pretty good. Turn this light off so you can see. Everything's doing fine. Other than that, I did a water change, and every time I do a water change, I kind of wipe down all the interior glass, but I don't always just get the scraper out and all that stuff, so I need to go back in and do a little scraping there right along the sand. There's the little clam. But yeah, everything's doing pretty well here. Stay tuned for the next update. Thanks for watching.